Game with Norrells and St. John's going to play against Rogers, and there is Norrells. He's a playmaker for football, also for basketball, and he makes the play for Jeff Copeland for 2 points underneath, 57-41. Titans on top. For Rogers, nice play by J.R. Radford, the hustle play. The offensive board puts it back in for 2. St. John's, though, too many good players. Mark Loving, future Buckeye, for 2, 76-53. They just slammed Rogers down tonight. Final score, 100-83.
We expect a lot because I think there's a lot given to them. So we got a lot of different weapons. I don't know how many Nick had tonight, but he had a great shooting night. And, Mark and Cheatham, the whole bunch, they played pretty well on the offensive end. The defensive end, we didn't guard the dribble real well, but I think Rogers is the most athletic team in town.
Over at Star, it's the first game of the year for Tony Mays, and it's against his former teammates at Central. Irish are up 17 in the first half, but it's Mays leading a comeback, and then from Mays we go to Mo, as in Mo Taylor from the outside, and the Spartans are within 6 points. Moments later, Mays, the tip, and it's a 4-point game. But in the fourth quarter, now Central have been shut out as far as field goals go in the third quarter, but fourth quarter they came alive. Ben Dent with the hoop, and that jump-started the Irish to a 60-47 win over their former teammate Mays.
Just being, having a pleasure to come back, I have fun right there, lose or not, man, just enjoy playing.
A real close relationship with Tony, and, he's just a spectacular kid in my eyes, and it's hard for both Start and for us, and, Tony will be fine.
Over at WAITE, Indians and Knights duking it out. Check out this third quarter sequence. Jameson Shealy, nice offensive board, but even nicer block by Harry Newsom. Best part is, WAITE gets it. They run it down the floor. Dominic Roundtree finds Tim Moorhead wide open for 3. He'll take that and make that 25-12 for WAITE. More of Moorhead 3 minutes later. Look at this teamwork. Makes it a 16-point game. WAITE wins it 50-35. Meanwhile, Bowsher playing clay, everybody thinking pink for a great cause to fight cancer. Early on, Ross Ochter, check this out. Judging by the look on his face, he probably did not call bank. Clay led 10-4 at one point, but then Milan Mabry jacks it up from the outside and buries it, and then one of Bowsher's other studs, Robert Davis, one of the McDonald's All-American nominees, he goes for 2, and Bowsher was just too much. Final score, 94-79. More City League, Scott and Woodward, Polar Bears, the home of the best mascot of all time. Yes, I love that guy. First quarter, Scott leading 4-2. Delano McCabe to Dranos that for 3. Next possession for the Polar Bears, Dreonte Smith from the corner, also for 3, and he's pretty happy about it. Woodward up 8-4. Jerome Pecco in the house, watching. He's the TPS superintendent, of course. Scott, Jordan Holmes, he was the man. 8 of the first 10 points for the Bulldogs, and Scott goes on to win the ball game 58-46. Well, turning to the Northern Lakes League, we're checking out Rossford and Bowling Green. Vito Brown inside with the baby hook. That's some pretty cute stuff. This was a huge night overall for Chauncey Orr, a milestone night. Not only did he get that offensive rebound, but he also scored 19 points and became Bowling Green's all-time leading scorer. Good for him. And Bowling Green got the win over Rossford, 85-44. At Southview, Cougars playing Perrysburg, and fans obviously watching Fox Toledo on their mobile phones were everywhere. Cutting inside, the nice bucket for Perrysburg. This was a close game, going back and forth and back and forth. Southview would have plenty of answers, though. Joe Vermillion from the outside, then it's Brandon Sinran. It's his turn to make the shot. The final minute, though. Perrysburg coming through clutch. It's Jay Flagar who makes that. Perrysburg wins a nail-biter, 53-51. Our Mercy Big Game Countdown clock says there are just under 9 days before the Super Bowl. Steelers and Packers on Fox Toledo next Sunday. But for now, that's our Hardcore Sports. We'll be right back.